Good evening, good morrow, and good day, and welcome to another edition of Slice and Dice here with the Manylands campaign. We're on to session 37 today because I've managed to keep count somehow, and a lot has happened, guys. Unlike our society at large, our party has finally managed to sort of come back together and exist in the same room, which is nice. So for those who weren't here over the last week, we had a new stream starting up on Saturday. We've got a second campaign, which is Tales from the Sword Coast, and we had a one-shot, well, it's now become a two-shot on Saturday, as we had a lot of technical issues, and that's why we're doing a lot of tests here on the channel, and the display is slightly different today, just to make sure everything works. Fortunately, we did manage to get a stream out, and I have recorded it as well, so once editing is done, that will be going up on our YouTube channel for you to watch uninterrupted. At least the first part, because that's now turned into a two-shot due to several delays on Saturday. So that will be coming to our screens live here in 2 weeks' time on Saturday. This Saturday, however, we'll be having our first episode from the main campaign in Tales of the Sword Coast, Tales from the Sword Coast, which I'll be a player in, which should be a lot of fun, and channeling my inner Bart, who's just disappeared from the video briefly. Brilliant. I said no technical issues. Anyway, my character is a monk in that, a Furbolg monk, which has been a lot of fun to play so far. We've got some really good characters in that as well. I hope you guys enjoy that. Please come and join us for that. That's Saturday, 2 PM here on the channel with Angelique, who is DMing that campaign. So as for the rest of you here on the chat, the rest of you players, guys, any announcements before we begin today?
I would say it's worth mentioning that, you know, Bart might be coming in and out of this because Virgin has been having broadband issues across the board. It's not just Bart, it's everywhere.
Excellent.
So anybody over, so it's not his fault. It's not Jack's fault. Forgive, please.
This is not due to our technical lack thereof at my end to do with any setup problems. This is genuine internet problems. So Bart is here, but is trying to connect and may drop out occasionally, as he just has to illustrate this point. Thank you, Marta. Yeah. Anything else, guys?
My name is henceforth Marshall, because that's what's literally across my face.
Yeah, I have become Marta for today. Dan has become DK. DK has become James, and James has become Bart, and Marshall has become Dan, and Jack is nowhere. So you know what's new there.
No, Jack is the overlord. Jack is the thing that binds us all.
He's just unseen. He just hovers there below everyone. It's ominous that I'm below everyone, really.
No, you are
beneath.
You're the platform on which we all exist.
I've got some broad shoulders to carry you all.
Welcome to today's campaign in Jackland.
Yeah,
basically.
I might just ever so briefly just drop the names from the picture, because it's obscuring all your lovely faces, and everyone should know who you are, or at least work it out as we're going along, because as we're streaming live on Twitch, we have our D&D Beyond extension also up, so you can see you can see each of the players, their character names, and more information about them. You can also keep track during combat and so on about their hit points, their spell slot usage, and all that other fun trivia stuff. It's not trivial. Anyway, so keep a track of that. As for you guys, I think it's time to jump in with tonight's episode. So let's go. Okay, and we are back. So, guys, last time you were, for the most of your party, were exploring this old abandoned dwarven fort that you found out was called Korak. As you were delving deeper into this, because you had been informed by the doppelganger who's formed a temporary alliance with you, along with accompanied by Greenblade and Neris's uncle Brynlin. that Neris supposedly is being held here by the Red Mages within this fort. You also gather that her aunt, Argentia, was also taken. Unbeknownst to the rest of the party, however, Neris has witnessed the death of her aunt at her own hand, although not deliberately, but by her own hand nonetheless. As well as that psychological torment, you've also been subjected to some other means of just trying to break you down, and it seems the Red Mages want something with you, and their leader Damon has taken a particular interest in Neris, although this is not the first time this has been the case, but this time it appears they've got what they wanted, and that is some of her blood. Although she's still being held at this point, Neris found an opening when two of the mages came in to take her for her next blood giving, if you like. She managed to get away from them and fight her way past the skeletons outside of your corridor. We momentarily had Bart, but he's gone again. Not a problem. So you managed to fight your way past the skeletons long enough to go down a long corridor, sort of a long cavern, a subterranean cave, and right at the end was a patch of water. Using Neris's newfound spell skills, one particular spell, she altered herself to appear as a merfolk and grew herself some gills, jumped in the water and swam out the other side and appeared in a very smoky cavern. As for the rest of the party, they have been exploring the rest of Korak. They found an armory and looks like a sort of a dining area, meeting hall, as well as a long corridor and a collapsed area beyond it, which seems to be this collapsed sort of chasm below. Is covered in smoke, obscuring their view. They can't see down to the bottom. There was next to this, however, a mundane-looking rug, which then attacked them as they approached, which they managed to subdue without setting it on fire, and then learned that this was the Deceiver's rug and is in fact enchanted, granting the ability to fly across this chasm over to another corridor on the other side, which was out of their view line when they set off on the carpet. Seth and Brucon decided to hop onto this carpet first, to go up ahead, and have started floating across to the other side when they see, along with Malar, Fleeting, and Leoberin, as a source of light breaking through the smoke below, as Neris used some of her fiery magic to try and fight off this rather large ooze that is now fighting her down, unbeknownst to the rest of the party. She heard a shout out as Malar used thaumaturgy and shouted, "Miss Neris!" And she has since called back to the rest of you, questioning, "Malar?" So you're all aware that Neris is now down there, but you're not entirely... You can't get a positive location on her, aside from that flame that you saw earlier. The smoke completely obscures where she is at this time. So, to kick things off today, everyone, we're going to need to roll some initiative, please.
Sorry, I had a derp on my computer. I'm back now.
No problem.
Initiative.
Initiative, darling, Tav.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes.
Yes, it's lovely. Lovely.
What are these damn lovies talking about?
I rushed
My
pouring
next
my beer
character.
to roll initiative. There's so much froth on it now.
So I bought some new dice because I'm
retail therapy.
positive about retail
Yeah.
therapy, positive about the world.
Positive
at least
affirmations.
Meet up again. The first roll on them was a 20.
Hey! Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Yay!
Hey.
Oh, look at those Leoberin dice. That is
Oh wait,
two-
I need to see it. I'm
that feels like
trying to
Leoberin
load
colours.
things.
Trying to load things. Okay,
Ooh,
no
I love
worries.
it, love it, love it. No, it's good, it's good. All good.
It takes
From
much
the-
time
it's
as you
from
need
the
as Barb
same-
tries to connect.
The same lady who made my these dice. She had another wave come in. I think there's still
Nice.
some left online if people are interested.
I think after my PAX extravaganza, I'm good for a while.
Yeah. Am I allowed to say their name?
I don't see why not.
Strange
Yeah.
It's the Dice Gin on Etsy. So the DICE DJINN.
Dice Gin. Nice. Very nice. So what was your total score then with a natural 20? 22?
22 because I am not a horrendous rogue.
Yes, before I put you in at top of the initiative, Seth, what did you get?
I rolled a 13, so my initiative is 21.
Oh, Leobrin is first. Great, 21. Any advance? Anyone else above 20?
20.
20 for fleeting. That's good. That is good for you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank
fleeting's
you.
not normally been so good on the initiative rolls.
Good
That's,
for you.
No,
Good
that's.
for you.
I'm just saying Dan's not had the best of luck with his initiative
I
rolls,
know.
so that's
Totally within my control as well.
Two things.
First
One,
roll of the
it
day.
rolls,
Let's patronize it.
Sorry,
and
apologies.
two, I'm liking Dan's new camera logo.
Yes.
It's nice. It's
Much
nice.
better.
Because it works for a change.
Neris, what did you get on initiative?
19.
Ooh!
For
another
once,
very
it's not
high
like a
score.
4 or a 5.
You guys. So to make it a full house, Mala, how did you do on initiative?
You don't say 18.
2.
No! I just knew it. Straight away. We'll leave Brucon for now.
Well,
Hopefully
he could
Bart
roll
will get
initiative.
back
He's in chat, so.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, ask him on chat to roll. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. And we'll just pilot. We can communicate with him via chat. On
He
what
said.
20.
Instant 20.
Oh, he got 20.
So that's the same time as Fleeting. So we'll let Fleeting go first, I think.
It's everyone at the top, and then Mala at the other end.
Literally. Mala far down the order.
Yes.
Okay, so top of the rounds then, it's over to you, Leobrin. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I am at the top of a ravine filled with smoke. I can hear combat happening at the bottom with Neris.
We saw a flash of fire,
You
didn't
saw
we?
a flash of fire, yes, from the bottom
Yeah.
corner, so you're aware of approximate location.
And we did, but getting down this big pit is the problem.
I'm literally a fish person who is on fire right now, so it shouldn't be difficult to spot.
Hey!
Hey!
Full house.
This may happen again.
No problem. In the
I can make
meantime-
zero promises. The internet. I rolled 20 on initiative.
Well,
Yep,
you can,
got
Jack.
House. So Jack, the surrounding area, there is no real down.
Aside from going into the two rooms which Brucon identified before, that's the armory to your left and nearest the camera, and the sort of meeting hall to the right and further away from the camera.
I'm gonna expand.
Other than those,
Switch to-
it's straight down, and you can straight down into the smoke.
The side of this ravine, is it steep? Is it
Yeah,
vertical?
it's a pretty sheer drop. Yeah. It's to be fair, it is natural, or at least it looks natural for the bits that you can see, like it's crumbled away. So it's a fairly sort of pockmarked kind of wall space, so that you may be able to climb it down if you're good at climbing. I probably wouldn't do it without sufficient means at your disposal, but yeah.
Could a swarm of rats perhaps traverse this?
If they're good climbing rats, if they have a climb speed, they could. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty tricky.
That's okay.
But then, of course, what's the range on your
any steps to their?
What range is your summoning? How far away can they be summoned from you?
I'm casting it.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. That doesn't say. That's good.
Oh, it doesn't say. Oh.
Doesn't say the range of the spell.
Doesn't say self.
I would assume. Let's think of it as a short range spell, because I don't imagine some. I'll look into summoning creatures for other things, but I don't imagine it's going to be a long way away.
Let's say for
they
argument's
can
sake.
fall a reasonable distance and be okay.
Let's say for argument's sake that
Based
you
on the,
will use it as you.
in D&D land.
Why don't we use it as you do for? We'll use this as a rule because it should have been written for it. Let's base it off of like conjure animals, so you can conjure them within 60 feet of you. Okay.
Okay. 60 feet. Interesting, but is it a spot I can see?
You summon them 30 foot in the air still.
Unoccupied space I can see within range, so yeah, I can't see into this.
Yeah, that's true. You can't see.
So,
the smoke.
the Oberon's going to swear. Yeah, the Oberon's going to swear and then run towards one of the. Brucon, was either of the rooms have an exit, or both of them side rooms?
From what I can remember, no. Hang about. Let me just go back and double check.
From what you saw, they
one of them has a through route. The Oberon's going to run.
They also.
So
seem
there
to
was
fall
the
off in same
armory.
way.
Oh, so there's no stairs in either of the rooms or passageways out.
Not
to
that he
those
saw,
rooms.
no. Hang on, I've got just the thing for that.
There's
I can mark my walls.
And this is a rock. I'm just wondering if I can like mold earth a slope. Is there a lot of loose earth down here?
Not in this corridor. It's mostly flagstone. There is on the ceiling.
There's loose earth on the ceiling.
Well, sorry, it's stone, not loose earth.
Okay.
I apologise.
I was like, that's gonna not be there for very long.
Yes.
Yeah, at this point, got nothing.
You can mold earth.
Yeah, but I can't move the stone. I can turn it into difficult terrain. I can draw pictures on it, but I can't excavate.
Yeah, okay. Mold,
is
not
only-
shape.
Excavate
Randomly
only works
fire
on-
Eldritch Blast into the smoke and hope you don't hit an arrow.
Does
Yes.
does it specify with mold earth that it has to be? I mean, I know the clues is in the name. Does it specify like you couldn't do it on on natural stone, for instance?
You can do it on stone, but what Marshall was saying was that you can't do whatever you like to it. That you can excavate. You can excavate it, but you can't because I was thinking you kind of construct some sort of fireman's pole to slide down or something, but you don't have that degree of fine control over it.
I could build a slope if I had loose earth, but I can't move stone. I can only move dirt.
Can you turn stone into dirt?
No. I can draw stuff on stone. I can turn stone into difficult terrain. I can't remove stone from where it is and put it somewhere else.
Sure. So the only thing I guess possibly that could be helpful with this would be on the chasm on the rock face, is then like using mold earth on that to try and make some handholds, maybe to make it easier if you just climb down.
Well, there was the 50 feet of rope that had been connecting Brucon with you guys, which you could fasten to something and abseil part of the way down.
Yeah.
And then there's the old
out
cleric.
how far
There's
down.
the old cleric's featherfall if that goes slightly wrong in the end.
Yeah. Okay. Looking around for something to tie to.
So there are there was near to where the near to where the rug was, because Brucon went and picked up a big rock actually that he was going to put on the rug. You could use that if that's still there.
Cool. I think Leobrin has a rope. Leobrin has some 50 foot of rope. Leobrin uses his action to tie rope to that rock.
Yep.
And throws the rope over the side. And then tries to use his movement to start climbing down.
Cool. You can get so you had to move a bit to get to the rock, but so you can get about 25 feet down. You obviously
think
smoke all around.
The climbing would be at half speed with it's not a magical rope.
Good point. Good point. You're not just going to slide down the rope. You're actually going to climb. So you can get about
We'll say 15 feet. You can get 15 feet down. Cool. It's still covered in smoke. You can't see anything as you descend down unless you have any light source on you. Which may help.
Upon me. No.
So yeah, just with your dark vision, you can see your hands in front of your face, and that's about it.
Yeah. Ways to make yourself a target: move slowly with a light source. I'm not going to do that.
Yes, vertically.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's
Leobrin. Over to
Seth. So you're currently on the magic carpet.
Yep, I am going to yell down the hole, Neris, are you okay? Can she respond now?
Yeah, you can respond now. I think that's fair.
No! Get down here! There's a blob thing!
Cool, I'm going to jump off the carpet.
You're going to
How
jump
would
off
my
the carpet.
character respond to this? Pretty much like this.
I'm going to aim.
Going to aim down.
Yeah. I'm going to aim it up.
I've got a frozen James. Has everyone else got the same frozen James? It's amazing.
Yes.
Yes, I've got a frozen James too.
I mean, he looks like he's about to break into song.
We can't hear you now, James. I can see you typing on the chat.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hey.
He's back.
Hey.
So you're going to jump down. So are you basically going to... You said aim. I'm assuming you're going to try and jump
He's aiming for the
where
fire.
You saw... Yeah. So reminds me, because this is a standing jump for you, what's your strength what's your strength score?
Hang on, I can look it up. Hang on.
Right.
Oh yes, D&D Beyond.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
10, 12, got that. 12. Okay, so
You needed to grow some more fingers there for that one, I'm afraid.
I believe because it's a standing jump, because you don't have the run up. That means that it essentially halves your distance. I think correctly, it's probably something slightly different to that. But basically,
Did you
can
get
jump
my
about
message
5 feet.
of I'm aiming for where Neris was shooting fire, which was I assuming it.
Yes, I did get that. So you jump off the carpet in that direction, but you're slow falling with your ring of feather falling. So you're just gently floating down.
Yes.
And how 60 feet per round, isn't it?
Yep.
So you fall and you hit and you land on the ground.
Oh, do I actually land?
you land, yes.
Oh shit, I thought it was much further. I was getting ready for like drawing daggers in the air and preparing attacks. Landing is much simpler.
You landed,
Cool.
yes.
How
that was
close am I to something?
The area is entirely covered in smoke. You can just about see in front of your face. That's it.
Oh. What? How far can I actually see?
5 feet. This area is entirely obscured by smoke. So you can stumble through, but
from where I was, like, how far do I think I am away from the fire? Because I obviously saw Neris' fire. Jumped to that.
make an intelligence check for me, please. Okay, so you reckon, triangulating from when you were up on the carpet to where you are now, you reckon...
Just the general direction I want.
Yeah. You've got the general direction. Okay, yeah, you've got a general direction, yes.
How much movement do I have left of normal movement?
So you dropped 60 feet. with Featherfall. So I would say that is your. I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'd say that's your movement for the round. With that,
can I bonus action dash?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd
sure.
like to bonus action dash in that direction while drawing out a dagger.
Sure. Okay. So you start running across the area. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
24.
24. Okay. You, as you're running, you kick something loose on the ground. You barely sort of stumble as you just catch yourself straight away, and you just keep running. Unless you choose not to, but you just stumble over like some loose rock or something.
Have I ran into any?
You haven't run into anyone,
Like,
no.
not-
You've run your full 30 feet with your dash.
I know she's already answered me this round, so I don't expect a free answer. I'm going to go, Neris, can you hear me? And I'm going to action again the same direction that I believe.
Okay, you keep running. Dun, 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 dun.
If I get
Run
probably
your-
like 15 feet, like I know that's too far. So if I get 15 feet and I don't run into it, I've obviously gone the wrong run now 45 feet.
As far as you can tell, you just keep running and you haven't seen anything. That could change on her turn because of obviously the obscurement, but for now you're just still running. You haven't hit anything yet. So that's okay.
I'll run my full movement then, and I'll finish the turn just by going, Neris, where are you? I'm down here.
Great, no problem. Okay, that's your turn.
I really
Next.
thought the fall was going to be like 200 feet or something. I was prepared for like drawing daggers and throwing random stuff at the ground for no reason.
The cavalry has arrived and fully armed.
So, Fleeting, it's your turn next.
How close am I to the chasm?
You're at the edge of the chasm.
Okay, I'd like to pull out my hammer and leap off the edge.
All right. Huh?
Pocahontas style.
Yes, Pocahontas style.
Just to check, Fleeting, or Dan, what's the purpose of this? What were you hoping was going to happen here?
Well, he's following Seth.
Okay. Okay.
My favourite romance.
The outcome doesn't matter.
Okay.
Is he? Are you at the bare minimum going to do the old Mjolnir twirl the hammer routine, or is that more thought than Fleeting is planning on putting into this action?
No, I think that would be obviously.
So I will say, Fleeting, can you make an acrobatics check for me as you jump off?
Yeah. Could I expend a luck point at this point?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot you have the lucky feature. Yes, of course you can.
I hadn't. I was waiting for that bad boy to get busted out.
Amazing.
Okay, original roll 3, new roll 18.
Nice.
So with 18,
Such
you
a
do
great feat.
land on your feet. However, you fell 60 feet. So you take... I've rolled it. So you take... 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
That was actually better than I expected.
Yeah, there was 2 6s, but the rest of them weren't that great, so... James saying, why is he jumping? The fucker's alive!
You went. He's following his friend.
Anyway, you would land on your feet, so yeah, I think that's probably what causes a lot of the damage, is that you don't flat out, you just bang! Like, there's maybe a little bit of a roll to try and express some of the damage. The entire area is obscured in smoke. The only thing you can see as you sort of get your bearings is that the rock face of the chasm is directly behind you.
Okay. Did that count as an action, or was it more of a...
No, I'd say that's movement for you.
How wonderful.
Just a jump, so that's just a...
In that case, just to balance things out a little, might use lay on hands on myself. 15 points.
Fair does. Yep, go for it. Lay on
Thanks.
hands of yourself. Help yourself out there.
Run your fingers through your soul.
Oh God! Like channeling Keith.
When
to
I
help
think
you.
I
about it, I
can't
touch
believe
myself.
how well that worked out for you.
I absolutely can.
I mean, that's the luck point. That's fair enough.
Like, the luck's meant to be like a feat, not an actual thing you have in real life.
Oh dear. All right. So you've done lay on hands. Is that sorry? That's an action, right?
Yeah, yeah. It is.
Great. So nothing with your bonus action this turn. So next up is Neris. No, sorry, Brucon.
Yo, look,
Apologies,
look.
Brucon.
I was
Sorry.
going to
Neris,
say,
you're
what were these
after-
initiative rolls?
No, honestly, they've all rolled
We're
really well
done.
apart from Malar. But go. Sorry, Brucon is next. I do apologise.
Right. Carpet's still moving to the opposite side of the ravine.
Yes.
Nest part. Okay. How far away from the other side is it?
50. You're about in the middle, so you're about 50 feet either way, and you can see that you can see Malar back at the original corridor, and you can see that there is a further side to the corridor at the other side.
Yeah. And about how long did it take to get this far?
It took a couple. In mechanical terms, it took a couple of rounds, so about 12 seconds.
A couple of rounds.
Pretty
Okay.
quick, pretty quick.
Okay. Brucon looks down, looks around, and goes, hang on. What was the word now? Liar. Nasty person who says things that aren't true. Oh, God damn it. And then sort of vamps for a second and then goes, wait, I've got it. Deceit. No, that wasn't it. And then eventually hits Deceiver. And shouts Deceiver as loud as he can at the rogue. At the
Okay.
carpet.
Okay. You say. Okay. No sooner do you
Every
say the
turn
words.
so far, Jack is like, I didn't see this coming.
No sooner do you say.
Just how
Deceiver.
suicidal the entire party is.
Yeah, I did not anticipate that you'd be this insane, but it's fine. I love it. This is all good. So, yeah, you say Deceiver, and immediately the rug goes limp and starts falling with you on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to be clear, if you were expecting a guy with an intelligence of 11 to not start unpicking you're disassembling the airplane while he's on it, then you've only yourself to blame.
Well,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, Brucon grabs it and attempts to, well, just keep hold of it, really, and then activates... activates really isn't the word, is it? Anyway, Brucon does his slow fall thing, and... do you know what? As he's falling, pulls the carpet and turns it into a little impromptu parachute. We'll say that's how he's doing his slow fall thing.
Okay, so, Brucon, I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Because your intelligence may save you here.
Okay. 8.
No, you're going to turn it into a parachute. That's fine. Okay. So you can use your slow fall to reduce damage, right? So I'll roll
Correcto.
damage, and then you can slow fall some damage away.
Yes, sir.
Okay, again, it wasn't a great roll. So you take, or initially you will take, 18 bludgeoning damage. Oh no, you're slightly high up. Sorry, you're higher up on the carpet. 22 bludgeoning damage.
Well, when I activate slow fall, I reduce fall damage by 25, so...
Perfect. So you take no damage. You do land. You
Hey.
do land prone with the carpet.
No, I haven't... Oh, hang on, that's the, level 6 anyway, so never mind that. I get at level 6, I get another bullshit feature for being to tell going prone to get back, mate. But
Oh yeah.
anyway,
because of Drunken Master.
It's a level
Yeah.
5.
yeah, sorry. Okay, so but I haven't got that yet. So, as Brucon descends, what does he?
Smoke.
Bear in mind that he too was okay. It's just smoke.
Yeah, you got the initial flash before you of that fire before you tried to deactivate the carpet and succeeded.
Yeah.
To deactivate the carpet. That's all.
Yeah, I
you've
didn't
seen.
try.
You're just enveloped in smoke, and you hit the ground. Nothing else you can see currently. Just smoke all around you. And as you're prone, this doesn't help you with your bearings either.
Okay.
So you've still got an action and bonus action potentially. You've just said
No.
something and
Rukov
used
is
your movement. Oh, sorry, but I lost you there. You still?
What do you use the rest of the movement for?
The fall. I'm just going to use the fall as movement.
What was the movement? What else was the? Oh yeah, would have been, yeah. That's fair enough. Okay. Brucon will start flapping the rug to try and waft the smoke.
Okay, you can use your action to do that. Sure.
That's what I want to do.
Hopefully getting some smoke signals. And Malar, you can see
Yes,
some smoke wafting a little bit in one location
that's a little bit higher and moving at a faster speed than the rest of the general layer of smoke in front of you. But it's not your turn yet.
It's Malar now? Because I just
No, I was just
lost
telling Malar.
track.
No, I was just saying what Malar can see. It's not his turn yet. It's actually Neris's turn.
I know. I was just thinking, where is he? Still up there? Right. So I'm guessing I'm still within striking distance. Remind me how far I am from the ooze.
The ooze is directly in front of you. You can see it 5 feet away from it. And you're also next to the pool of water as well.
Am I not in the pool?
You were going to, and then you decided not to when you heard Malar shout out. Because remember,
I thought I was swimming in the pool of water. We totally were not on the same page.
no, because you said about you wanted to jump back into the water, and then you decided against it after hearing Malar speak last time.
No, so what I was thinking last time was I want to submerge myself, but
right.
It's fine. You're right, DM. So I'm on the ground.
Okay. You can
ooze.
Ooze. Yeah, and you can certainly jump into the water if you want to now.
Ooze. Yes. Well, and then I hear the thumbs. Actually, no, forget about it. I am going to cast something at the ooze. Yes, say it with me. Say it with me. Yes.
Make it something bright so that we can find.
Oh, I can do that.
Can you do anything else?
I'm just gonna firebolt that
darkness.
Do you say firebolt? Sorry, the
puddle of ooze. I'm gonna firebolt it.
Okay, cool. Make an attack roll.
Firebolt the cantrip. It. What was that funny? What did I do?
Make an attack roll, please.
What did I do that was funny?
Oh no, it's just because the audio was coming through really digitalized, so it just drew out you saying ooze for the longest time. Yeah.
Right,
anyway.
that is because I get a +4 on this shablam thingy is 22.
22 hits. It has an armor class of 8.
Okay,
Some
so
damage.
overkill.
No.
That is...
No, it's all good.
There is no overkill. There is only open fire, and I need to reload.
That is a 9.
9 points of damage. Lovely job.
Nice one. Okay. Yep.
You catch it.
And-
It's
Bit of fire. Fire emanates from you. Seth, you see this flash in front of you.
So
It
fire
seems a lot
emanates from
closer.
me, and it's within 5 feet of me.
Exactly.
Therefore-
So, yeah, fire damage. Go for it.
That is 4.
Oh, baby. That's 4 out of a possible 4. Very nice. So, yeah, even more damage.
Burn,
to it.
baby.
So yeah, Seth,
And-
you see the flames again. She's not far from you.
You get within your next movement, you'll get to her. Sorry, go ahead, Neris.
Awesome.
So, to get away from it, I'm guessing the pool is the nearest place that I can get away, because I'm still merfolk.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna jump in there
Sure.
and dive in there and just try to get some distance.
Okay, it will take an attack of opportunity as you dive under the water.
Fair enough.
But it rolled an 8 on the dice, so
So does a 12
Yes. No.
12 misses.
Great. So yeah,
15.
you just
Plop into the water and you start swimming. You're currently under.
underwater. Did you want to use your how deep down did you want to go?
15 feet.
Okay, yeah, that takes you to the bottom of the pool. If you want to go straight down. Yeah.
I don't want to use my full movement, but yeah, I don't want to be super far away.
Sure.
Clearly, I can't be more.
No, that's perfect. So you're right at the bottom of the pool. That's your turn. Okay, next up.
Can I ask a very quick question? A little rules thing. Marta, is Firebolt's not a sorcerer spell? Did you get it from?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, but I don't. It doesn't matter. But I don't understand why D&D Beyond is saying it's +4. It should be +5.
We went over that.
Oh.
It's because she took it as her high elf thing.
Right, there we go. That's what I thought might be the case.
We
Okay.
just
casting based on intelligence rather than charisma.
Good thing they're here.
Beyond, so it's got an extra +1.
It's a good thing they're there because I was like because the sheet said it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. No, knowing it's not a sorcery spell explains it all.
So, Brucon, as you lying on the ground, having crash landed with your carpet.
A mild retcon. I don't think Brucon is likely to try wafting while lying down. So we'll wait for the waft. Will wait until he gets a chance to.
Wait to waft. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you're coming back to your senses, it's almost like you get hit in the back of the head from the fall, even though you don't take any damage, and you imagine what you're going to do next is waft, and that's all you can think about is wafting like smoke signals. But then you feel this. It's like a sticky, rope-like item appears, and it wraps.
There are worse words you could have used, but not many.
Yes, it's in some ways similar to a very long tongue, but extra sticky. Wraps around your foot. Can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Well, we're about to find. Okay, strength saving. Oh, right, monk. Yeah, proficient in strength saving throws.
Yeah.
Proficiency doesn't help a lot when you roll a natural one.
Oh, buddy, that's not enough. So immediately you are whisked. You feel yourself just getting dragged, pulled just at an unsightly speed to one side of the cavern, and when you finally stop moving, you can see the thing that has reeled you in. You realise you are underneath a sort of overhang of rock to one side of this cavern. This large, pale, scorpion-like being has its tongue attached to you, and and is bearing down on you. That's
cool.
Brucon's
response as he is dragged across the corridor is, "I do not consent to this."
Yeah.
I need an adult.
How far is that sound coming from behind me?
It's coming from behind you. Yeah.
How far does it sound? Like really far or really close?
It sounds pretty distant. It gradually gets more distant as it. I do not consent to.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Doppler.
That's not good at all.
Sorry. To end of its go, it tries to lash out at you with its large claws. First one misses, but the second one, 18 on the dice. That's 23.
That's it.
I'm sure will hit. Is you take
sort
10
of
points of
large
slashing.
Large scorpion-like creature we're looking at here.
Large scorpion-like creature. Yes. You take 10 points of slashing damage from that.
Well, that's suboptimal, but we can do things about that. When you said, I said large, and you said yes, large. Was that large with the capital L?
Oh no, not a capital L.
No, I realised I was non-specific. It's a medium creature. Cool.
Yeah, but it's
no,
large
that's fine.
for a scorpion.
Yeah, exceedingly large for a scorpion. Cool.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So okay, that's its turn. Next up is Malar.
My internet cut out when you were doing this. How has Leo secured that rope?
He's secured to that large rock which Brucon picked up, and he was going to use it on the carpet.
Right. Okay. probably couldn't. Oh,
No.
Sort of like an overexcited 2-year-old. Malar is at the top of this ledge thing, looking down, watching people just jump into this cavern.
Specifically, yes, you've seen most, apart from Leo, jump down.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if all your friends told you to jump into a chasm of unspecified depth, would you do it?
Guess we're about to find out.
I will point out
like an
that,
overexcited 2-year-old.
Peer pressure.
Malar is just going to shuffle on his 2 feet, like between his 2 feet, like and probably just using thermatage, he throws out, be safe, everybody, and just stays put.
I was hoping for cowabunga.
What was that? Oh, what did he do?
Stay safe, everyone, with thaumaturgy.
Love
Can
it.
I ask, since we all hear this, do we feel inspired by his words?
Not in a bardic sense, but it's up to you.
I was so hoping that he'd do like a Dumbo moment.
Malar gets inspiration for that. Thank you. Lovely,
if we ever get in boots of flying, we need to get someone to like re-enchant them to be like earmuffs of flying or something, so that his ears can fly him now. That's our new game goal.
New goal. Okay. So are you doing anything else for your turn, Malar? Just saying where you are. Okay. So finally then, it's the ooze.
Ew.
Now the ooze, realizing that the fiery merfolk has dived out of its reach, then senses another life form heading its way. It can hear the footsteps of a hurried rogue making its way over, and it slides in the direction. Seth, you see this as it comes into your vision that is right in front of you. This ooze, and it lashes out.
Were you talking to Seth there?
Yeah. Oh, he's gone. Oh,
he
terrific.
Disconnected.
Oh, terrific. Well, I rolled a 19 on the dice, so 23.
I'm here.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
Okay, the pseudopod of the ooze has lashed out to hit you.
23 on the dice.
I take it with hit, yeah? Yeah, okay. So you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage and...
Yep.
And 4 points of acid damage. Unless you like to do any roguey stuff to help with that, perhaps. Just the thought.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Unless you wanted to do any roguey stuff to, reduce the damage because you're level 5.
Oh, sorry. Is that just the one attack? Is that what's happened?
Just one attack, yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I'll use my uncanny dodge to half that then. Sorry,
There
I'm
it
having
is.
difficulty hearing.
Sorry, I hope it's not dropping out too much. So you can half the damage. So instead, you take... so it's 14 altogether. You take 7 points of damage altogether.
Oh, it was 14 the start. Cool, I heard 4. So I had taken 4 off, you were like, reduced it, and I was like, only 2. I was like, come on.
No, it's... no, I think it was 14. Chat will correct me if I've got that slightly wrong. But anyway, 7 points you take.
Oh, then yes, I want to reduce 14, yes.
Loud and clear. Okay, so it's now bearing down on you, this ooze, this large ooze. And then top of the round, over to Leobrin. You are descending down the chasm.
Yes. So I'll move. I guess I'll dash so I can move 30 foot down.
Yeah, great. Okay. So with that,
15 and 15.
You still don't reach the bottom, but you have descended further down. And you can't tell where the bottom is, unfortunately.
Other than the sounds of, you heard a splash in the distance. You heard Brucon shout out. So you're getting some sense that you're getting closer to the party.
Yes. The Oberon's going to call out into the haze. I'm coming. That's it.
Okay, cool.
How big is the thing that's right in front of me? Is it like massive
It is a
ooze
large
bearing down on me?
creature. Yes. Large
Cool.
creature.
Faster, Leo, faster!
Seth, it's your turn. Faster!
Faster, Leo, faster! I'm going to draw a second dagger out, and I'm gonna. It's the only thing next to me, isn't it? Just this one ooze.
Yes.
Cool. Then I'll attack it with my first dagger.
Okay.
Great. 10.
Yeah, it hits.
Seriously? Oh.
It has an AC of 8.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, it's a puddle of jelly.
It can't
Sorry.
avoid you very easily.
It's an
Cool. With those sound effects in mind, I will roll for damage with my sneak attack.
It's for those who saw the one shot on Saturday. It's like the jailers.
hard pass.
20 damage.
Very nice. 20 points of damage.
I mean, one go, he does like probably more damage than I've done to it in like 2 or 3.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to attack with my second dagger.
These damn dirty rogues. Okay, attack it again.
Cool. Rolled a 2, so that's 9.
It still
So
hits.
it's a
They all count.
As long as he's on my side, that's all I'm saying.
Rogues,
Cool.
they're only
That-
good at everything.
So with my dagger as my second attack, that's a grand total of 1 damage.
All right. So it was daggers you were using for both of those, wasn't it?
No.
Piercing damage.
Yeah.
Not.
No modifier on the second attack, so just
Yep.
1 damage.
Yeah. No modifier, no sneak attack, just, a hit. Still,
It's
Yeah.
but a scratch.
it is but a scratch. Who's getting the bum kick this time? Says Kachowski on the chat. Well,
Puddle.
apparently
We're
it's
fighting a
an
living
ooze.
puddle.
Well.
All right, thank you, Seth. That's your bonus action and action, so I think you're done. Over to Fleeting. You can hear
how far
Seth
am I?
shouting.
Oh, okay. I go towards Seth shouting.
Can I back up 10 feet?
It would take an attack of opportunity,
Oh.
but sure, you can.
Nope, it
oh,
doesn't.
no.
Swashbuckler.
Oh, no,
Can I
you're
back
right.
up?
Yeah, that's
Can I back up like... How far can I see it? If I back up like 15 feet, can I still see it?
No, you can't see it anymore.
Oh, okay, I'll still back up 15 feet.
Specifically 15 feet, huh? It's almost like you know how far these things can move. Alright, so I will need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you back up, Seth.
Okay.
As you are stumbling backwards blindly.
22.
Okay, you maintain your footing as you stumble backwards. Fleeting, yes, you heard Seth shouting, who run towards the shouting. Charging in there, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah, 1 sec.
A lot of loose rock down here. Charge.
8.
Okay, as you run, fall flat on your face. Momentarily, Fair Storm flies out from your hand, scuppers across the ground, and you, as you look up and your hand is still outstretched, it then seems to magnetically just slide back into your hand. So you're currently prone on the ground,
I get up, hopefully.
and that'll be the rest of your movement as you get up. So you're just in the fog, not in the smoke, sorry, and not sure where your party members currently are. You're just running towards where you heard Seth. So
okay.
you can't, nothing in visual range, but you've got your action still if you wanted to dash or anything like that. Drake Lazarus has written in the chat, #FateDice, anytime a character gets oozed, hire the real Mr. Blobby to violently dump a bucket of Noel Evans ooze over their head.
Long time no see.
Yeah, welcome back,
Drake,
Sam.
welcome back.
What an amazing way to announce your return to the
What-
chat.
What an entrance.
You've been so amazing.
And then the dunk tank.
I feel like Tom needs to have a look at the merch store.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I forgot to
Yes.
say at the beginning. New item in the
Emphatically,
merch
yes.
store, celebrating all things Seth. We have the Houndbane tees, which are now out in the merch store. So
I bought one.
I would like
Did?
to retroactively take back everything I've done to save Neris and
Aww.
try and help Vulcan.
Okay. Sorry, Fleece.
I was gonna wear your T-shirt, Seth.
That's funny. She didn't even buy her own T-shirt. She bought your T-shirt. That says a lot.
Ways to set Peter off. That shirt anyway.
Fleeting look. So you've got your action still. What would you like to do?
Can I ready a dodge, please?
Yes. Not sure where everything is. You can ready a dodge. No problem at all. Great. Next up, Brucon. In the clutches.
Yeah.
Of this large scorpion.
So it's sort of tongue appendage thing still wrapped around Brucon's leg, presumably.
It has an adhesive filament is wrapped around your leg. Yes, you're currently grappled.
Oh, gross.
Cool. Okay. Still got the carpet in hand.
Nope. No, the carpet is not in your hand.
Damn.
So you were wrenched away. You didn't have time to grab it. Sorry.
Yeah. What do you mean, grab it? He had it in his hands.
Yeah, but when you went prone on the floor, I assumed you let go of it, and then because you didn't do the fluttery thing, I assumed you hadn't got your bearings yet to grab it.
Okay.
So we'll say for now you don't have it. You've got both hands free.
Okay. In that case, Brucon will draw his kukri and attempt to chop at the appendage.
Go for it. Make an attack roll, please.
Yes, sir. We'll give it one shot. I'm going to hang on to inspiration for the time being. So just the one attack. Oh, hang on, no extra attack now. So
Level 5.
Twice.
Yeah.
Okay, so two chops with the kukri.
Chop chop. Sorry.
Okay, so we have a 17 and a 19.
Both hit.
Sensational. Okay, so these will be plus 8. 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage, nice. As you lay into it with the kukri, you then it then sort of screams out like, which is then reverberates around the cavern, so it draws the attention of the rest of you in the smoke. So for Seth and Fleeting and Leobrin, this all comes from behind you. Sorry, not Leo. Oh yeah, no, Leobrin. Leobrin, behind you and to your left.
Does it pierce through water?
No, unfortunately not. So
Fair
you're
enough.
not really aware.
Just checking.
No, that's a fair point. Fair point. But not for now. Oh, and obviously Mala, you hear this as well. To your right. So that's your action. Bonus action.
Is there are its claws within reach as well?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all part of it. You can. Yeah.
Okay. Can Brucon hear anything besides did any of the kind of firework pyrotechnics from the EU's battle carry far enough?
I've yelled out this round after Leo said I'm coming down. I've yelled hurry up.
Okay.
So I've yelled next to the U's.
So perception check or something to clock that, get a general idea of where other noises are coming from. Is that a thing?
Actually, no. I'll say you don't need to make a perception check. What's your passive perception?
13.
13. Okay, I'll say even with that, you've got a general idea that they are behind you at some distance.
Okay. In that case, and did the tongue thing release Brucon's leg?
Nope, still attached to you currently. You can make a strength saving throw to try and get out of it if you'd like. Oh no, sorry. You can attack the filament itself if you'd like.
That's what I did with that's what I did with the kukri.
Oh, I thought you were attacking just it. In which case, I will retcon that. You've severed the filament and you've done damage to it. Okay.
Cool. Sensational. Okay, in that case, Brucon will use the remainder of his movement to pop to his feet.
Yep. You've got all your movements, so yeah, you can pop up. Yep. And then. Oh, you've frozen there. No. Oh no.
It's always when it's the person's turn they freeze. Whenever it's my turn, I freeze.
Drake Lazarus has said in the chat, "Ah, a Houndbane t-shirt, I approve." Drake Lazarus thinking of you. And thinking of Seth, of course. So, okay, we're going to need Bart to confirm in the chat what he's going to do with his turn. Meanwhile, Neris, over to you.
Right. I'm guessing I still see the ooze somewhere,
So,
or not.
Well, you're in the water, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna swim up.
Yep. Pop your head out.
Like, peek out like this.
Yep. Okay?
Can I do a quick perception check?
Yes. Good
Just
idea.
to see what's happening around me, if I see anything.
Yeah.
Just like a little periscope, just.
Yeah. No problem.
That is going to be 18.
18. Okay, so as you poke up, you can just about make out this blob moving through the smoke, about 10 feet away from you.
And that is the ooze, not Seth.
Yes, it's very much a large creature, not a human.
And I can't see any of the other guys or signs of them with this.
Currently, no. The smoke is obscuring it.
Is it on the same side of where they would have? I guess. Can you explain? The pool, is there land either side?
Yes, but
It's
yes,
not like next to a crevice, like wall and then pool and then land. It's like pool, land.
Directly behind you, it's wall. So the pool is up against the wall. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the sense that also when you shouted out to Malar and stuff that you were in a corner, as the sound kind of bounced back from the side that Malar was on, calling down to you.
And the only way out is via the ooze, basically. I'm assuming.
No, there's one other way you could go, and that's heading left. But you don't know where that leads, as it's obscured by smoke. Or back through the pool, back to the skeleton corridor.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I just like to move to get on land. I guess I didn't use up all my movement, did I? So I want to go next to the ooze again, fire another fireball,
and then fire it from the pool if you want, because it's a ranged.
Yeah, but I want to be next to it because fire.
Oh. And it's a good point because I forgot last time that as it's a ranged spell attack, you should have had disadvantage, but it's fine for last time. This time you need to roll with disadvantage if using firebolt, okay?
Fair enough, okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough, but it's got an armor class of 8, so I'm hoping you'll still get it.
Sorry, I dropped one.
No.
I'll just reroll.
No worries.
Meanwhile, Brucon has used a key point to step of the winds and dash away from this thing into the smoke.
I mean, the other one would be nice. It was, but it's still good enough. So 9. There's like a 17 and a 9.
A 9 still hits.
Yeah. So that's I was like, whew. Okay.
Yes. Do some fire damage.
What am I doing? That's 4 and 4. I'm loving this D4 today. I'm loving it.
All right. So describe to us how you destroy the ooze.
With a look of utter disgust on my face, going like, bah! Just get it. Like there's not a teenage type of disgust, but there's definitely that kind of like, and it goes and bubbling into nothing. It's just like a faint, really gross, burning hair smell. I imagine that's what I'm imagining.
There's also kind of a sulfurous smell from it as it burns up.
So it's things like rotten eggs, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
This thing stinks. And fleeting look as you're running towards the sound, roughly where Seth was, you then see ahead of you this flaming sort of writhing blob of gelatinous material bubbling up, and then it just kind of explodes in fire, and you can see behind it a flaming humanoid in the smoke. Neris, you get covered in some of this gross ooze.
Can I see her from where I am? Or is that too far?
Yes, sorry.
You wouldn't recognize
you see it as
me.
well. You don't see who it is, but you can hazard a guess with this fiery outline who it is. But you also witnessed, something large explode in a fiery, bubbly, acidy mess. So you've all got an idea of where Neris is. Even Leobrin, you see this too, and from this you work out you're not far from the ground now, maybe 15 feet.
Quick question: did he throw a dagger? He threw a dagger, right? There. So it should be in the ooze. Ew.
I think you
No,
stabbed
I was
it.
next to it when I stabbed it.
Oh, you're next
I
to
was
it. Okay, fine.
You
Alright,
stabbed it and then ran away.
Okay, great.
Sorry, tactically retreated. Sorry, tactically retreated. Yes. Yep. So you destroyed it, which
That's the rogue way. Stab and run.
So you've still got 10 feet of movement if you'd like to move any further with your turn.
Yeah,
Can't
I'm
see
just
what it
gonna go and go 10 feet past
Cool.
it towards the other guys. Basically, just straight that way.
So you start running, when you move sort of 10 feet ahead, see something shadowy moving in the smoke up high to your right. Can't make out what it is. End of your turn. Over to oh, we've still not got Brucon, have we? Bart's dropped off. Okay, that could cause a problem.
But he did say what he wants to do.
Not that.
Yeah.
It's now something's going to try and attack him again, which could be problematic when he's not here. So, what I'll do,
We can get his stats up.
he'd have to make a saving throw, so I'd rather... sorry to meta
We can
this a
message
little
him.
bit. Let's
I
drop
could
him a little
call
message.
him.
Let's drop him a little message.
Oh,
speak of the devil.
we
and he shall appear.
believe.
If you believe in Bart, he will
We
appear.
believe. Come on. No.
Yes.
I'm just
Believe
in
in
time for
Bart,
strength
believe in
save.
Bart.
As this appendage comes out again.
He rolled.
He rolled
was
an
that
8,
the
so
roll?
with his
Appendages.
strength, this adhesive filament latches onto him again. So he is grappled by it, but oh no, sorry, he broke it. He broke it, didn't he? I am not paying attention today.
Okay, go.
So forget that. That never happened. He's fine. However, he got to move 20 feet away, and this thing does have a movement speed of 20 feet, so it is going to try. It is going to run up and attack him. And
With his step of the wind, doesn't he get to move his full movement, which is 40 feet?
Well, he had to use half of it to get up from prone.
But he used
Right.
his movement to stand up, but then he bonus action
Yeah, so we'd have like
40 feet for his bonus action movement.
That is a very good point. All right. That changed. Okay, nope.
you'd
That's
have
fair
like
enough.
60. If he, half of his 40, and then
So
so
he'd be
that's
40
60.
feet away.
So he's well out of the reach. Okay, in which case nothing happens. That's great. Okay, over to Malar at the top. A lot of people running around in the smoke below.
So I guess two things. Number one, I want to drop Leo had cured the rope. Does that look like it's going to hold a Loxodon's weight if they start to try and also use the rope?
Just say yes, Jack. This will be funny.
Because you've encountered this with the rope before, when you when you faced the Froglodyte just before that with the Troglodyte lair, and you then realised that standard hempen rope is not going to be sufficient to hold your weight easily. That you don't think that's going to work with Leobrin on there as well.
I was less worried about the rope, more worried about the rock, but same result here. So that's
same result, yeah. One of those will give out.
Then Malar would like to call out, possibly using thermatizing just to give a little bit of elevation to it. He would like to call out the word, the Deceiver!
Ah.
Okay. And, yep. You see, about 50 feet away from you, the rug just starts rising out of the smoke.
I love that none of us were prepared for smart plays. We were all really impressed by that.
At the moment it's ascending, it's coming.
It's coming up. you won't know which direction it's going until after your turn, just given the amount of time it takes to move up.
Like an excited 2-year-old, like hopping from one foot to the other. And that's my turn.
Okay, great. End of your turn, you then see that this rug starts floating over towards you. It's now about 20 feet now from you, and 10 feet up in the air as it's floating towards you. Next up, over to Leobrin, top of the order.
Hello. So Leobrin will continue shimmying down the rope until he reaches the ground, which you said was 15 feet. So that's
exactly.
His
So you
climb.
just do that, yeah.
It's now ground level. On the ground, it's still smoky and can't see people. Is that correct?
Yes. However, when you get to the base, down to the floor, you then see a humanoid figure sort of running towards you. You see the flowing hair tied back, and recognise the slight form of your elven comrade, Neris, running in your direction. She's literally 5 feet from you.
I'm still in merfolk form.
Oh, fuck.
I've never...
Good point.
I was
Sorry.
like, you don't recognize.
In fact, if you're in merfolk form, you can't move particularly fast on land, so you're good because you have the tail, right? So you're like.
Yeah. So I was just gonna slowly saunter past that is.
I'm so sorry. You see a merfolk. I'm really not paying attention today.
Back in the room.
But he's back. Lovely, thank you. But so what you see is a merfolk running towards you, flopping, sliding across the floor towards you. But you recognise the flowing hair. So right next to you there, and as you look through the smoke, you can just about make out facial features. Neris, same to you. You can recognise straight away the ruff and the cape of Leobrin, and he's also got in his I
took the form of the lady from the tavern from Flaming Jack's, just so you know. So he recognized as somebody else.
Okay, you recognise, Neris, that this is Leobrin with his ruff, and he's also got the staff of the Rat King about his person, which you recognise.
/own.
Yes.
Well, no, because that was given to the doppelganger.
I thought you took
No, we
it
gave it to
because you
her.
summoned the rats, don't you?
We gave it to her originally. Neris originally had it when we left the cave, so she had it for like 2 days before the doppelganger took her place.
Okay.
See you in small claims court.
So you definitely recognise it for sure.
Wait, did we not destroy the? Was it not destroyed?
What, the staff?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, sorry. I just. Never mind. We're all so on point.
If I can't have it, no one can.
No, I thought during the doppelganger fight that it was destroyed.
I think they wanted to break it, but then I think they decided against it because they thought that it might be that which was possessing Neris, but I don't think it got destroyed in the end.
No.
Yeah. So it's my turn now, right?
No, it's
I've still got
Leobrin, who's just at the bottom.
I've done my movement.
But you recognise him, Neris.
Okay.
Hello, aren't you meant to be singing in a tavern? Are you okay?
Leobrin? I'm gonna flop towards him slowly, if I can.
Remember telling you my name? Hello, fish lady.
Oh my god! Finally. Right. How much can I actually do?
That's probably about it for now. Until your turn. Because
I wanted to do something characterful, but involves a cantrip.
Sure, you can do it on your turn though. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Leo's movement's done, unless you want to dash off somewhere else, Leo.
No, this is confusing. So I will waste my action on. I've already used my movement. I'll waste my action on going.
My action is to be bamboozled.
Already an action if you'd like.
Done.
Okay. No problem. Over to Seth. Seth, you
Cool.
sensed somebody run past you. Something small run past you.
Cool. Can I move towards it and go, Neris, where are you?
You can, and you run into Brucon.
Wait, I thought Neris was like 10 feet in front of me, behind the ooze.
Well, yes.
Brucon's the complete opposite direction.
No, but I just said something. You felt something small run past you, and then you said you're going to run towards it. So I was referring to Brucon, not Neris. She hasn't run past you.
Oh no, sorry. I wouldn't go in an opposite direction to where I know Neris is. Like, there's an ooze in front of me. I'm not going to go a different direction.
Okay.
Like, I saw the ooze blow up, and then a fiery figure. I'd probably go towards that figure.
Yep, no problem. And
yeah, that makes total sense.
Runs towards the danger.
Yeah. A person who can make things be on fire. I should be in that. That's where I need to be.
Where the fight is, yes. And you do. Yeah. You do run into Neris and the Oberyn at this point.
And she obviously doesn't look like Neris.
Nope. You run into a merfolk and the Oberyn.
Cool. So I'm gonna go Neris. Is she allowed to respond?
Yeah, you can respond. Sure.
Yep, cool. It's me.
What? Cool. So we've run into someone that can shapeshift and is claiming to be Neris.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna prepare an attack.
He saw what I did there.
I just realised something else from last session. Leobrin currently doesn't look like Leobrin.
Leobrin looks like a bollocks.
Oh, it looks like
it looks like the doppelganger, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've
gone up, and so there's Neris claiming to be who's shapeshifting, who looks like a merfolk, and Leah, who looks like a doppelganger.
But then you know what the Oberyn looks like, to be fair.
Prepare an attack.
Just
yes,
so
he's met the merfolk, so he could be looking like that to confuse the doppelganger.
So the Oberyn, like at some point during the start of the con. Because otherwise I can't have had that conversation with Merfolk Neris.
Because I was gonna say, can we go back and I would change my reaction, like...
Yeah,
keep
what are you?
I'm going to hold my action, and I'm going to hold an action to throw a dagger, and I'm going to say to the thing that could be Neris, I'm going to say, who pissed you off the day we met?
Remember.
Well, I think we can say with confidence that Neris would remember. It's Rudy.
Who pissed you off?
Pissed in the eye.
Rudy, because I will basically excuse me. Character.
Shadow your character.
That son of a bitch Rudy, and he will still burn for what he did. And he'll probably burn in a very uncomfortable place. And yes,
cool,
it's me.
Neris.
It's me.
And she can change shape now. That's not confusing. Cool. But that's me.
I had to do it. Long story.
And you know that Leobrin has changed form into the doppelganger lookalike, because that was planned with you guys before.
Jack.
He's already said.
Yeah, I'm Leobrin form. Otherwise, I can't have had the conversation with Neris.
Okay, good. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Okay, good. I'm so sorry. That's confusing.
Small kink in the time-space continuum there, but we've ironed it out. Everything's fine.
And speaking of the space-time continuum, big thank you to D&D with THC for following. You withhold your attack. Good.
I'm still going to hold my attack in case Neris goes to attack.
Okay, sure, you can ready an action to attack if you're attacked by her. That's fine. Next up, then, over to Fleeting Look. You've picked yourself up off the ground. You saw this flame, an exploding ooze, and fiery merfolk in the distance. What would you like to do?
Did I see this encounter, this conversation happening?
You can hear. I'd say you're close enough. You can hear the conversation happening. Sure.
Okay. Could I move towards the voices?
Yes. You come across the Oberyn, a merfolk, and Seth, all having a chat in the smoke.
Could I address the merfolk person directly and say, I wonder if you can help us? We're looking for a friend who we haven't seen for a while called Neris. Looks a little bit like you, but with more legs.
How many more legs?
She's just gonna blankly stare at him like. With your permission, I would like to just keep staring at Fleeting and just like reach out to oh my god, words, names! Fuck's sake. Leoberin.
That's Leo.
Yeah. Leoberin and just cast bending on the breath. I just
Bending. Okay, sure, yeah.
just that as proof, like.
Neris, it's good to see you.
I'm assuming I can't shift back until my turn, so.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll do that on your turn. Fleeting, are you doing anything else with your turn?
Jack,
no.
Jack may be happy to waive this, but just to note, mending has a casting time of 1 minute.
Oh, does it? Okay, never mind then. I will do that afterwards.
I know, sad face.
Yeah.
You ruined everything, Bart.
Marta, is Alter Self a concentration spell?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
You can
it
drop
is.
it at any time, whenever you want.
The more you know. So at that point, I stare blankly at Fleeting and drop it.
Ah,
And
Neris, there
Neris
you are.
appears before you.
I'm still holding my action.
Because shape-shifting, that's fair.
I'll just stare blankly and.
And I just look at Seth and go, "What's your problem?"
That could be anyone. That's not angry enough to be. That's not angry enough to be Neris. That's not murdery enough to be the not doppelganger.
Brucon, it's your turn.
So I disconnected, so missed a bit. But
So
from what I understand, I successfully made a breakaway from the Scorpion.
Yes, you did. And you just ran sort of into the smoke. You're quite confused. Like you've lost your spatial awareness at this point, because you're just surrounded in smoke. It's impossible to tell where you are.
And I can't presumably hear any of the conversation,
The conversation you can hear,
identity parade.
Yeah, you can hear it. It's a bit far off, but you can make out some voices that you recognise.
Okay. Bonus action: click heels, activate the boot of speed.
Okay.
And move in the direction of the voices until either I get some more information about what's causing them, or I move 80 feet.
All right. So you go pew towards where the noises are coming from. Can you make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, please?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. 14.
14. All right. So because you're moving so quickly through the smoke, you trip and fall over something. You hear it sort of clatter around, rolling around on the ground by you. As you kind of look to see what it was, you see that it's this this very dark bottle. It appears to be open, and there appears to be smoke billowing out of it.
Really? Is there a stopper of any kind near it?
You can use your action to have a look around, to investigate it, and if there is a stopper, if you wanted to interact with the stopper, you're welcome to.
Yep, we'll go with that.
All right. So yeah, you can use your action. You do, in fact, there is a stopper, like attached by a sort of small strap of leather.
Sensational. Can I insert it into the neck of the bottle?
Yes, you can.
I presume that does it stop the smoke billowing out?
It does, and just as you do so, the smoke starts to clear. And you can see...
Brooker goes, I found something with my face!
And as the smoke clears, you can see about 40 or so feet away from you, this large scorpion-like being with a severed appendage on the front.
I went Lorena Bobbitt on that bad boy.
Remember, there's still no natural light here, so it's still dark, aside from the torchlight from Malar's ever smoking. Sorry, that's what you've got. his light from his continual flame. There we
do
are.
you solid and not
Works.
write down that that's the thing. Anyway.
It's fine. We can work that out pretty easily. That is, but yeah.
I mean, until I give it to Leo and go, Leo, what's this? Okay, cool. Well, I have done everything it's possible for Brucon to do in a single round.
You've got bonus action if you want.
No, use that to activate the boots of speed.
Oh, of course you did. Sorry. Yes, fair enough.
So that's Brucon.
Keeping you honest, thank you.
A
Neris,
productive round, all the same.
Indeed, Neris, it's your turn. Everything has cleared before you now. The smoke is clearing. You can see this pale-like scorpion, about 5 feet wide. It's not a scorpion on the map because I haven't got one.
You're muted, Marta. But we didn't need to hear the words to know what you said there.
Yeah. Can you point to where the scorpion would be on the map? Just.
It's just underneath where the carpet is.
Okay, I'm just waiting for it. Okay. Right. So I am going to basically. Let's see. Is Leo's on my right and Seph's on my left, right?
Yeah, and Fleeting's directly in front of you.
So I would like to, if you allow me, step forward, like basically
push him out the way. You can move.
Push him out of the way. I just want to go out of my way. Just not in. I'm not walking towards you. I just want to get past you.
Yep, you can squeeze past him.
About 10 feet past. Just so I'm further than 5 feet away from them.
Gotcha. Sure.
Safety distance.
Safety
and
first.
fire a firebolt at the scorpion thingy.
Cool. Yeah, make an attack roll.
I just don't even say anything. I'm just like, it's a kind of silent purpose that they're not used to. That is 17.
17 hits. Yeah, roll some damage.
Yes. 7.
7 points of damage. Nice.
And I'm assuming that as I both cast a fire spell and I'm engulfed in flame as they're used to seeing, that is a little bit more proof that I'm not a doppelganger.
Yep, that certainly happens.
That is the silent implication here.
Brucon turns around and goes, "Oh, there is fantastic!"
And you hear that same screech again from the.
Less fantastic.
As the fire hits it. Okay, that's your turn, I think.
Yep.
So it's now its turn. It starts moving towards this fiery elf. Just about gets to you. Lashes out with its 2 claws to attack you.
Shield. Sorry, I can say shield.
Wait, yeah, you can wait.
Shield.
So a 13. Does a 13 hit?
No.
First one misses. The second one, 22.
So how much does shield give me?
Plus
Extra
5.
5.
So it takes you up to 20.
So shield
Yeah,
wouldn't help you.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Hit me.
So just hit me. All right. Take the
Hit me.
Take it for the team. It's like, look,
Bit
this
of
is
a
definitely
shot.
Neris. She just got attacked by a scorpion. You take 9 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
Or
But
it's
it
an
does move within
elaborate
5
room.
feet, which means that the fire damage takes effect from your flaming form. So roll a d4, please.
And just quickly, before I forget, there we go, just so I don't forget to do this. D4! That is a 4!
Oh, no.
Nice.
Very nice. It's like it attacks you and then howls out in pain.
I'd like to introduce you to my friend Max Damage.
Yeah, on a D4.
It all counts, Marta. It all counts.
It does.
He's good friends with Max
Bring that-
Headroom.
Bring that friend back when you have fireball. Then we'll talk back.
Okay, so Malar, it's your turn now, and you can see clearly now the rain has gone, and in fact the smoke has gone. Down in
There are
the
no
chasm-
obstacles in your way.
There are no obstacles in your way.
And I have just partially lit this chasm.
Indeed. A beacon of Neris below. You can see this you can just about see because of Neris, this paley scorpion, 60 feet below at the bottom of this chasm, and about 20 to 25 feet away from you, horizontally.
Can I see the big scorpion thing? Am I aware that that is
Yes.
a thing?
Yeah. You heard it screeching, and you can now see it because of Neris illuminating it.
Yeah, okay, very cool.
Put your trousers on backwards first. That's probably that reference is probably too dated. Never mind.
Look, and with that, Malar brings up his hand, summons a radiant ball of energy, and throws it down at the scorpion form. He is casting.
Oh!
Casting what?
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Okay.
He's finally got it.
I believe that's an attack roll, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. That. That's the way to do it. 25 to hit.
Hits.
Oh!
Roll some damage, boyo.
What level did you cast at?
Just one. Just the first level.
Still pretty powerful.
Flash it.
4d6. Right?
That's not bad though. That is going to be 15 points of radiant damage, and the next attack has advantage.
Yes.
Ooh.
Advantage.
Guiding
Next
bolt
attack against it has
is.
advantage.
If you ever needed convincing of being a cleric, guiding bolt.
No, it's crazy good.
Always
Great.
do.
Are you doing any bonus actions at all, Malar, with your turn?
No.
Nope. Okay. That's your turn. Over to end of your turn. The carpet lands next to you.
Yeah.
We lost James.
Back.
On the way back.
No worries. Over to top of the round. Over to
But did the
Leoberin.
carpet just land next to Malar?
It did.
Oh, interesting.
He said deceiver, and it has been floating back towards him.
Our Twitch name tags are all in the wrong place now.
Why did you say?
No, I think we're good. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
So top of the round, Leoberin, your turn. You can see with your dark
Yeah,
vision
no, they're in
and
the right
Neris,
place.
you can see the scorpion attacking.
They weren't for a moment. Cool. I can see a bad nasty.
It's now been illuminated by the guiding bolt that has been projected from the cliff up the top of the cliff.
Do I want to use that advantage on myself? Or who was next engaged?
After you, it's fleeting.
Seth?
No, it's fleeting.
No,
It's Seth and then fleeting.
Oh,
Cool.
right, yeah.
In that case, I will leave the advantage for our rogue. And I'll do something else to this creature that doesn't require that. How far away is it from me?
It is about 20 feet.
About
15 feet,
20
sorry.
feet. And are there allies in melee with it? Or...
Neris is.
I'm right next to it and kind of in the way.
But there's space behind this creature, isn't there? There is room behind this grubby little thingy. I'll cast Shatter.
Behind it,
And
yeah.
all the good spells
Behind it.
getting pulled out of the bag here.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Shatter on its area, but not on allies' area.
Okay, what's the save?
It is a Constitution save, DC 15.
So I rolled a 16 on the dice, so that's half damage.
Nuts. So it's half damage. Okay. So halved is 7 thunder damage.
7, okay.
Yeah, already halved.
Great, thank you. Okay, cool. And it screams out again. Looks behind, flicks its head, looking behind it for a second, before turning back to the current threat. It is looking decidedly ropey now after these hits. its filament dangling from its maw. Okay, that's your turn then. Over to unless you'd like to move, it's over to Seth.
Nah, I'm fine. Seth,
Cool.
make the most of that advantage.
Thank you very much. How far away from me is it?
15 feet.
Can I see that 15 feet?
Yeah, the smoke's now cleared.
Okay, cool.
That's a lot of feet. Why is it an odd number?
Then, since I don't need to get next to it to have advantage, I am just going to throw a dagger at it. Oh, can I? Is anyone in my way?
If you move over a bit, you can get a clear shot because Neris is.
Yeah, I'll move over just a little bit and I'll throw a dagger at it.
Sure. So it's. I don't believe you have. Oh no, you have advantage. Sorry, go for it. Yeah, because the guiding bolt. Yeah, got you. Go for the attack.
There it is. Natural 20.
Oh no! All the damage.
The beauty of elven accuracy and having 3 dice.
Oh jeez, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So roll some damage.
Ooh.
All the d6s.
Sorry, Matt. 15. 41.
Fucking hell.
Describe to us how you destroy
Yeah.
the scorpion boy.
Cool. I am going to throw the dagger, and it is just going to slightly go across past Neris as close as possible as it strikes the thing right in its head.
Right between its cold, lifeless eyes that now turn even more lifeless as it rolls back into its head and collapses down to the ground dead.
41 damage, bro.
Rogues, man. Rogues and crits. That's insane.
Jesus.
Yeah. I did roll 8.
Yeah. Well.
Gotta give those crits to the rogue. Crits to the rogue. That's where the money's at.
Good team effort there. With Quiet now sort of returning to the area, and you can now get your bearings as the smoke has been cleared, the fog of war has been lifted, and you now see that standing next to this corpse of this large scorpion is your long missing companion Neris. It's been a long road to get to her, but you found her.
She's staring at the corpse, goes right just there, and just kind of closes her eyes and just like collapses in a seat on the floor. It's not full on just plop on the floor and just like hands in her head and just like the internal monologue is she can't believe that she didn't have to kill another thing by herself, that like she's not alone anymore, but she doesn't say anything, just as the flames subside.
This is very undoppelgangery. We'll go over to Neris. Are you okay, Neris? Do you need a healing potion? Are you okay?
I am ropey. I'm on 7 HP, so
I will give you a healing potion.
I'm not feeling great. Thank you. Thank you.
That's
it. How much does a healing potion heal?
2d4 plus 2.
The ones that I've got. What he said, yes.
2d4 plus the buy. So that's 7, because 3 and a 4 plus 2, that's 9. So that's good.
Nice. Doubles your HP. More than.
Yeah, more than. So I'm back to 16 before the slash.
Good.
It's good to see you guys.
Bricon.
Who took you here?
The reason why we even met, the reason why I was where I was in that pub, was because of these guys. The red mages clearly wanted something with me. Turns out they want my blood in the most disgusting way possible.
I'm gonna back up from her and go, are you a vampire?
No. Just, oh my god, just too it's too complicated. Obviously, main thing is there's this guy named Damon who's their leader, and
is he a vampire?
No. But he has to die or bad things are gonna happen. They already have some of my blood. I don't know what they're doing with it, but there's nothing good. There's a bunch of skeletons in there. There's undead. There's red mages everywhere. They're doing bad things, and Damon has to die.
Brucon.
How many vampires?
She just turns around.
While this is happening,
if I could interject, Brucon, as you were saying.
So while this is happening, Brucon, there's no alteration needed, because while that's happening, Brucon, first thing he does is click his heels to turn the boots of speed off, and then sort of walks over, observes this, and sort of puts a hand up on Seth's arm and goes, I've got this, buddy. It's okay. I've got this. And sort of says, Neris, it's good to see you. All I know is stuff involving bodily fluids in you is bad for my long-term outlook. So let's find these guys and take them out.
She kind of looks at him like puzzled. She doesn't quite get it right away. I appreciate that.
It's like, I'll just take it. Yeah, cool, fine.
I appreciate that.
All right.
I'm gonna turn around to everyone and go, did everyone make it down okay? Everyone here? Fantastic.
Where's Mellar?
We all just look up.
Yeah, everyone turns.
I look at them and I'm like, what?
Oh, Miss Neris, oh, you're a sight for sore eyes. Oh, are you okay? I've not heard a word. Miss Neris! Miss Neris!
I'm okay!
Oh, there
Good
are so
to
many
see
things
you.
I want to shout to you.
Can you get down here?
Oh, just give me a minute, Mr. Sim. So the carpet today, it's landed, or is it just hovering?
It's hovering a foot from the ground next to you, waiting.
I would like to go up to the rope, grab the rope, so it's still attached to the rock, but just have the loose end in my hand. And I'm going to let that go through my hand. I'm going to get on the rug. I'm going to say, the deceiver. What happened?
So you're holding on to the rope loosely, and you said it's still under the rock, is that right?
That is correct.
It starts rising with you on it. How much does Malar weigh?
330 pounds.
You're okay. It can carry you. I wouldn't normally ask, but Loxodon is exceptional, so... Anyway, you do start floating.
This is like Disneyland all over again.
So it starts to float across this chasm.
Across the chasm, yes. It rises. Okay, you're about 10 feet higher than the top of the cliff face, so you're about 70 feet above the chasm.
I will shout down to the rest of my company. Oh, there are healing potions in my bag. Keep a safe distance. And when I'm like away from the edge, using the rope, I want to pull the rock to free space, whilst trying to retain my footing on the rock.
So you're just going to try and yank the rope out from under the rock?
No,
so that
it
comes loose?
I want to yank, because I'm assuming the rope is tied around the... I'm trying to, like an anchor.
Yeah, I get it. So you're trying to pull the rock off the side of the chasm.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah. Okay, make an athletics check, please.
I never thought I'd say these words. Just be like fleeting.
Words to live by. When it's Dan's t-shirt, I think we now know what's written on it.
While this is happening, Neris is going to quietly step over to Leo Burritt and still cast Mending on the Rough, because that's just it's a comfort thing.
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
How did you do?
21.
21. Great, because if you failed that, we were going to have some George of the Jungle hijinks going on there.
Oh, shit. Can you re-roll it?
When he started thinking of that, George of the Jungle is what I went to first. I was like,
yeah,
no, not
I did think that too.
He's George of the Jungle
it down.
Yeah.
No. So
Watch out for
you
that
yank.
tree.
the rock falls down along with the rope. It then goes taut in your hands at its. If you're going to let it slide, it will completely slide out of your hands. So you do have to grab it.
I'm gripping now. I've gripped.
Cool. So it's.
Oh, I get your plan now.
It's now dangling from the carpet, from your hands. So it reaches down. So it's still about 20 feet off the ground for the rest of you. In fact, slightly above 20 feet. But it's dangling taut.
Can we just all? I'm just watching this with amazement.
So
as
the
he
rod
continues
isn't
to
descending.
slowly float across the chasm, what are you guys doing?
We're just watching.
So
How high up is the rock?
It's just over 20 feet up.
Oh, I
still.
do make sure I'm not standing underneath it, but
Yeah.
we're just watching this.
Neris just kind of turns around and walks out of its trajectory, but is still just speechless as to like what the hell is happening.
I'm gonna turn to Neris and just go, you've missed this.
Admit
As we're all
it.
just watching our flying cleric holding a rock.
She's still staring at that, but kind of like the corners of her eyes kind of like soften, and she's just like she doesn't say anything, but she just goes like, "This is so familiar and nice."
I'm just standing there going, we're just thinking, world's best rescue party as we watch our flying cleric.
This wasn't what I intended. I thought the rug was going to come down.
At least we know the rock can carry a Loxton and a huge weight.
Right.
That's handy.
That's handy to know. While everyone else holds their breath, fleeting look. What would you like to do at this point? Any thoughts?
Why?
I'm just interested to know what
want to
Fleeting
add
would
to
do.
this.
No. The only thing I can think of that Fleeting would do, Mallow wouldn't like very much. So Fleeting's going to remain silent and watch in amazement.
Okay, cool. As for the rest of you, then, gonna do anything? You're just gonna let Mallow continue floating away on the carpet towards the other side.
Is there a?
We don't have things to do.
Is just watching him leave.
Like,
Is there a
Malar, what are you doing?
I thought the rug would sink with the extra weight, Miss Neris. It's not. I'm floating.
Is there? So he's heading towards another rock face, presumably the other side of the chasm.
Yes. It is moving noticeably slower since the rock has been dislodged, but it is still moving nonetheless.
Okay.
I'd like to shout at him if he's still within earshot, like, "Watch out for the skeletons!"
Right, hang on. That might... Oh, what? Undead?
Yes.
Oh.
There's a lot of
let go.
skeletons and red mages, and everything in here is bad.
Undead Malar's trigger.
Let go of the
I'm
rope.
going to yell up, aim for the jump and aim for the water.
So you let go of the rope.
Yep, just
Thunk.
quarterstaff. Am I across to the other side yet?
No, it's still going, but you will get there soon enough. But you're ready to go, heading towards the other side. What are the rest of you doing?
So
I'm yelling, jump, aim for the water.
So Malar's dropped the rock now, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'm gonna grab a rock and cast light on it.
Okay.
And throw it at the rock pool to show him where the water is.
Nice.
Okay.
Smart.
Just do like a really elaborate routine with like runway landing lights.
So now
Exactly.
you
Just
can
light,
see the rock.
light.
And then
You
you
can see the rock pool.
with two more rocks doing the kind of the
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like clerics landing to the west. Keep going, keep going.
You can see it in the corner, far away from you. And you can see the shadows of your comrades down there as well. And they're getting slowly further away as the rug continues on its course.
Okay, well, Brucon was looking at the cliff face where he sees the rock drop, and then turns to Leobrin and goes, "So, Leobrin, I just tripped over this. I think it was the source of the smoke. Would you like to see if you can make anything of it?" And holds up the bottle of indeterminate name.
Yes, Leobrin is definitely gonna pick it up and see if he knows anything about.
Can you do your magical divining rod thing?
I mean, yes, I could. If it's making smoke, it's probably magic, but I'll detect magic on it.
Conjuration magic is what you sense.
It is conjuration magic, which I imagine ties in with the conjuration of smoke.
Smoke still swirls within it.
This was invaluable information.
Can Leobrin make an Arcana check to work out if there is any historical record of this item?
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
I'll tell you what is very useful information, that if this thing's cursed, then the curse is also conjuration based.
Yeah. I was going to see if there is any kind of arcane lore about an item that produces smoke from a bottle. Well, that's a very swingy dice, because that's 6 total.
If it could produce a genie, that'd be great.
Nothing comes to your memory about such an item. You've heard of stories.
Leo needs to watch Aladdin.
This is probably a custom-made item. I've not heard anything about a smoke-producing bottle, but it's very handy indeed.
Yes.
As you guys are having this discussion, and you've laid down the landing lights, which the rug seems to be ignoring, Malar, you can see as you're floating across to the other side, you can now see, because it's illuminated by a single torchlight. It matches the architecture to the first corridor that you're in on the other side of the chasm. Still that dwarven masonry, grey flagstone floors, occasional dwarven scripture you can see carved into tiles and on the walls. You also notice that appearing from a chamber to the left are 2 humanoids in red robes. They look up. They see you floating towards them with quarterstaff in hand, and you just hear a very brief discussion between the 2 of them. Hear a voice say, "You go warn Damon. I'll deal with this one."
We reverse split the party.
Yes! I was like, what are you doing? Are you just leaving him? But it's fine. It's fine.
None of us can fly.
It's true.
He can't do anything. Literally nothing. I can set him on fire. I can burn the rug.
Yeah, I can shoot him down with Eldritch Blast.
Well, there's also something Malar could do, which Brucon did earlier, but you haven't thought. But it's fine because you guys didn't think of that. Anyway.
Well, he did try with the rock routine.
He did try with the rock,
I wanted to say something, but I got cut off because my camera froze, and then you were already talking.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, it's internet. As they're talking about the smoke bottle, I'm like, it's to conceal a bunch of secret passages. There is the chamber where they took my blood, and it's dangerous. So it's just like I want to tell them that. Like, they're trying to cover shit up, which you probably got.
There's a pause, and Brucon goes, "Do you want the blood back?"
No, I just don't want to give him anymore because there's some really bad stuff that they want to do, and apparently I'm part of that, and the only way to stop it is for Damon to die. And that's a little fib, but they don't know that.
Okay.
Well, our way out was up there. We've all jumped down here. So I'm on board with killing whoever we need to kill to get out of here.
Yep.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they deserve it.
We're on the same page, let's go.
So you guys,
Just jumping back to Malar, how far away are these 2 figures in red?
from your location on the rug at this current point, about 40 feet.
Fantastic. Malar would like to. He points down into the chasm, like in the empty space between himself and these two wizards in red, whatever. And he, with a commanding voice, just says and looks at the both, and using a second level spell slot, casts the word command and says, "Jump."
To both of them.
Second level spell slot to both.
Great. So
that's a wisdom saving throw, please.
Even if this doesn't work, this is a brilliant idea, and if it works, it's sexy.
Wisdom, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
One of them got a natural 1. And the other one fails as well with 7.
Yes!
So I'm pointing in the space between the two of us.
Internet high fives for DK and Malar. That is outstanding work.
So they then have to use their turn to do that action, correct? Or is that reaction they do that?
Correct.
No, in their turn, yeah.
Okay.
Better.
Two of them respond to your command, and they follow it to the letter, and jump and fall.
And go splat?
Well, they do take some damage. They both take, oh dear, 22 points of bludgeoning damage each.
As they land.
As they land.
As they land, Neris's eyes glisten with fire.
Oh, how damaged do they look from the fall?
They look pretty damaged, and they're also prone on the ground.
We've had so many prisoners, I don't want more. But
no more prisoners. Like, she just interrupts you, no more prisoners. And casts Firebolt. If you allow it.
That's very doppelgangery.
Guys, we're going to roll some initiative. Before you do that fire.
Malar, get the hell down here!
I sent them to you. What do you want? What more?
We want our Malar
the
back.
package.
Yeah, he practically gift wrapped them. What?
Yeah. You've seen 3 people jump off here and live. It's fine. Come down.
Okay, so
he's a big fellow. He could splash. I think it's understandable caution.
He's young. He's like 99. His knees will be fine from a superhero landing.
Okay, so how did you guys do on initiative? Anyone get 20 or above?
I got 20.
21 again.
21 for Seth, 20 for Brucon. All right. And how about the rest of you?
17.
17 as well.
Oh, I also got 17. So can you both roll a d20? I got a 9 on the d20. What do you guys get?
8.
15.
Okay, so Leo.
Them.
Then you. Then Neris. Fleeting. How did you do?
10.
10.
I also got 10.
Okay.
What I'd love. It's just at the beginning before initiative, it's like no more prisoners.
Fleeting.
And stand anime style.
I've got no, modifier. Fleeting. Take you.
Oh,
anime pose.
The inspiring music swells.
I'll let you choose between the two of you who goes first.
Fleeting can go.
Fleeting first. Okay, and Sassy Siren Rain has just commented in the chat saying, "I'm just here to bother Jack and say hi. Hi. Thanks for tuning in." Okay, so top of the round. So to initiate combat, because these guys have got to do something. What triggers the combat is that one of them, from prone on the ground, throws out 3 balls of fire at 1 towards Brucon, 1 towards Seth, and the final towards Fleeting Look, as you guys are in the front. So,
Scorching.
Indeed. So the first one on Brucon does a. Hang on. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Does not, misses. Perfect. Seth. Second one does an 18 hit.
Yeah, mine's 17.
17, so that does hit. All right. Alrighty then. So you take 10 points of fire damage as long as Bull's Fire hits you. Finally, Fleeting Look. 20.
Can I use my reaction to half that?
Yeah.
Oh, sure you can. So 5, yeah. And sorry, Fleeting 20 hits.
Yep.
7 points of fire damage to Fleeting Look. Then, top of the round. Over to Seth.
Cool. How far away is the one that just threw fire at me?
Yeah, that'd be useful.
I'm struggling to load Twitch for some reason. It'll be handy to other people.
So they are they're on the other side of the chasm to you. So they are roughly 40 to 45 feet away.
Cool. I use my 30-foot movement. Then I'll use my bonus action for another 15-foot movement.
Yep.
On the way, I've thrown one of my daggers at the scorpion thing. So I'm going to draw a short sword. So I've got a short sword and my second dagger in my hand. I'm going to attack the one that just attacked us with the short sword.
Okay, so that's the female half elf. You can throw. You can attack her. Sure, make an attack roll.
17.
17. All right.
Do it. Murder it.
17. Yep, that hits. She was going to cast shield, but it wouldn't work.
Oh, nice. So there's no one else around me, is there? Like, I've not run through the other guy to get...
The other one is next to her, yeah. So within 5 feet of
But
her.
is he next to me?
Oh, no. I've positioned it so you're not. So you can do that.
Cool.
So you can do
then, yeah, I've got my sneak.
Question of who it is. Is it the one that I kicked in the crotch?
It is.
Yes!
21.
She's dead. You slay her immediately.
Cool.
So I see that and smirk seeing that.
I'm gonna use the bunny to demonstrate where I hit with my longsword. So I'm going to go and I'm gonna attack through here.
Show me on the bunny. Show me on the bunny where the rogue hit you.
So I've stabbed it here, and I've gone upwards with my short sword.
Okay, and even as you insert the blade in, you see her kind of grimace, and she looks out towards Neris and just grins, blood dripping from her mouth, and then you finish.
So there's a small hole in her now.
Neris grins right back.
All right.
Two can grin at that game.
I use my bonus action to dash, so I can't use my dagger. I'm gonna back up. Do I have 20 or 15 feet left?
You have 15 left.
Then I'll back up 15 feet towards the party.
Cool. Brucon, over to you.
How far away is the surviving red mage?
About 45 feet.
Okay. How are they looking?
Feet. Ropey
How are they
as, really bad.
Ropey as. Okay.
That
in that
a lot of damage.
Right, you said 40 feet.
Yes.
So Brucon will walk over to them, move over to them, and go full Wing Chun on this, including the bonus action unarmed attack. He's not going to do.
He's not going to do a key point flurry of blows.
He's not going to do flurry of blows or anything. He's just going to go to town on them. So.
Well, he's prone, so you got advantage.
Okay, so short sword attack number 1. I'm turning into Marshall. Again, rolled the same number twice. However, it was 17, so 24.
Hits, yeah.
With the first short sword attack. Second, 25.
Yep.
And the unarmed attack and the bonus action unarmed attack, another 25.
Yep. Yeah, you're definitely going to slay them. If
Yeah,
that's what you choose to do.
Just to put a number on it. Oh god. So that is 23 damage.
23 points of damage. Yep. With that, you dispatch older-looking chap. This one. As you go to lay in the final blow, he says, "The red mages will make you suffer for this." Just finish him off.
So, Brucon sort of looks at the corpse and sort of goes, "Well, they're going to have to survive us first, I suppose." But anyway, all right, good to know.
At that point, may I?
Mm-hmm.
So I come from behind. I walk over and I basically still motion to Brucon, step away.
Brucon reverses right there. You bet Brucon moonwalks the hell out of there.
I'm 15 foot away and I still back up.
Yeah. So I come in within 10 feet of the female corpse.
Yep.
I look at her and I cast Alter Self to turn myself into her. Okay. And then Firebolt at her corpse to burn it.
Her clothes.
What?
You want her robes?
Oh, right. Okay. Fine. Look away! I take it. No, I walk up, I look at it, transform, change, I guess. Thank you for that heads up, because I still don't know how this fucking spell works. And then step away to save distance and cast Firebolt to burn.
It will take some time
leaving my clothing.
to burn her, but you can do so in the next minute or so.
Yeah. Set her on fire to burn the corpse.
Yeah, and so you can do that. Leaving the other one. What do you guys want to do with the other
Leaving the other one. And my clothes are in that pile as well. My Neris clothes.
Ah, okay. You're burning the Neris clothes.
Yeah, with the corpse.
Okay, interesting.
I'm more inclined to believe this is Neris now. Shape-shifting aside, this is now very Neris.
But also,
so as this fire erupts, Mallard, the carpet lands on the other side. And you are standing in this open corridor. There is one flame lit and burning. You know your friends below, down at the bottom of this ravine.
Go exploring.
Malar is Neris a little while. Well, I guess in game time, all of about 15 seconds ago, said there was this is an affront, ever you believe. So he's a man on the move, just not even hesitating, goes off corridor, so just heads down there.
Point.
There are three.
I'm the undead. I'm gonna kill them.
There are three entrances: left, right, or straight on.
Does one of them look more used than the other?
The two mages appeared from the left-hand one.
I'm going...
Sorry, you
yeah, I'll go down that one. Yeah, I will go down.
So as you do so, there's like a small twisting passageway, and as you emerge on the other side, you hear the groaning and creaking of old bones. And with your torch lit, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see anything at all, you see this chamber appears to be full of skeletons, animated skeletons. They all turn looking at you. They're dwarven stature.
Do it.
And they are
do it.
I can hear the soundtrack to this. It's like a showdown and like an old western.
You're hearing that. I'm hearing the sound that you see when you watch a Scooby-Doo episodes of people running through different doors with different enemies following them.
No, I think given Malar's recently turned to level 5, I got a good feeling about this.
I don't think this is going to take super long.
What would you like to do?
Is going to sort of, using the trunk, he's going to shove Is this room lit?
No, there's no lighting in here. It's just your torch.
He's going to sort of shove the torch into his upper shirt, so it sort of dims. Well, yeah.
Not even the trunk.
And then so using the trunk, he's got quarterstaff, shield, torch. Shoves the torch down the top of his shirt, and then also using the trunk, pulls out his holy symbol, stomps into the middle of the map, and then just turn undead. Destroy undead. I'm going to need them to give to me. Where is it?
Isn't there like a limit where they don't even have to roll?
It's a set range. You affect. I think it's a 30-foot radius, but I could be wrong about that.
But it is a 30
But they still need to roll.
They still need to roll, yeah. What do they need to roll?
Hang on.
Constitution.
Wisdom. Wisdom.
Ooh.
It's wisdom.
Yeah, have those fuckers roll wisdom saves for me then, please.
Okay, so
there will now be a short there will now be a short interlude while Jack attempts to roll 45 wisdom saves.
So, it's a 30-foot range, radius, right, around you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say for dramatic effect, you would probably walk into the center of this chamber to try and catch all of them.
Yeah. Oh
so
yeah, definitely.
And they don't part, but they just watch you as you come in, and I think they try and take swipes at you, but due to your armor and stuff, you manage to fend off the blows. 12 wisdom saves coming up. What's the...
If they're under CR half, they are instantly destroyed. That is how it works.
If they fail the save, right?
No save. No save. If they're under CR half,
you sure?
They are instantly destroyed.
Sure, it's the
You sure? It says when an undead of CR half or lower fails its saving.
Oh shit!
It is definitely fails its saving throw. Yeah,
it's got to fail its saving throw.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't just turn them off. As amazing as that would be.
Remind me what your what the DC is.
The DC is.
That's a face. That's a smug face.
What's the DC, sorry?
Oh no.
You said 15.
15.
15, I didn't catch that. All but 2 of them are destroyed.
Nice.
Oh!
Just the lighter of this warm yellow light of Festia explodes out from you, and they're just most of these skeletons are eviscerated, turned to dust.
And do we hear
and
that?
None of us saw this.
Do we hear it?
You heard a yes from the.
I look
but
up
none
and
of
I'm like,
have seen it.
Okay.
He can thermocharge you that noise.
I look up and I look to Seth and the guys. I'm like, what was that?
Malal,
I think he sneezed.
Is he okay?
He's a Loxodon. He probably just sneezed.
That's a 17, Jack.
You're going
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. There must be at risk of cramp.
She kind of doesn't want to believe him, believe Seven.
Then Malar is going to twat the nearest one with his quarterstaff, which does bludgeoning damage.
Isn't turn undead an action?
Yeah, but I'm going first.
Oh right. Oh, that was the preamble.
For my first trick, I'm going to kill the majority of your army.
Yeah. Malal takes out 70+% of them before he's even started. Dang.
Yeah, make an attack roll, please.
What
you
has
notice
our
they are wearing
loving Loxodon gone and done? It's started this one-man army.
18, did you say? Yep, that hits. Roll some damage. Bludgeoning damage, which is going to double it.
That's going to be 9.
9 double to 18 because of bludgeoning damage, yeah?
Yep.
Great. Yep. You hit it hard. It is still standing. But only just. As you managed to knock its head off, but it's still there, headless and ready to fight. You've got a bonus action if you want to do anything.
No, I'm just gonna be ready for shield.
Okay.
This is what I needed. This.
They're both going to attack you.
Just to very quickly jump in and a meanwhile insertion. So Brucon, while this is happening, Brucon's reaction to the sound of the undead being destroyed is to look up and go right, and grappling hook with the rope on the end in one hand, and is going to pull out the extendable rod.
Okay.
Like the rod of extending. I know. Anyway, that item.
Yeah. The pole of collapsing. Yes.
The pole of collapsing. Thank you. My brain keeps wanting it to be the immovable
rod. Yeah. I know.
Even though it's literally the exact opposite of that. But anyway, so Brucon turns to Leobrin and goes, "Look after this, if you wouldn't mind," and stands on, balances the rod. Puts. How long is it in its stowed form? It's like a
1 foot
meter. 1 foot. 1 foot. Perfect. He balances it on the like vertically on the floor, puts 1 foot on it, puts most of his weight on that foot, leans down, activates the button, and gets it to launch him up into the air. And then at the top of the peak, he tries to sling the grappling hook up to the top of the chasm.
Sure. So just make an attack roll, please, with the grappling hook.
Sure thing. And do you know what? I'm going to use an inspiration for it because I've got it. Why not use it? So, an attack roll. So, 18.
Hits. That connects true to the top of the cliff face. It seems to have latched onto something, and it's in place.
Splendid. Okay. Brucon, so he'll then obviously he'll swing towards the cliff face, so he braces with his feet and then starts to. Anyone here seen the original Batman film with Adam West?
Yeah.
There's a scene in it where they're like going up the side of a building, which is they very obviously just filmed the side of the building as the floor.
I love that scene.
It's so good. That's what Brucon is doing right now. Possibly turning to say, "This is a dangerous situation, old chum," as he's going.
Yeah. Okay. So as you start ascending, the pole itself, like, as you sort of take your feet off of it, then starts sliding down and sort of collapses down to the ground. Still 10 feet long, so the rest of you can still do something with that. Meanwhile, I've rolled. Okay. To hit then a 20 and a 21 against you, Malar.
Fuck up. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Hey, come on! They've got to do something before they bite the dust, literally. They both swing at you with their battle axes. You take 12 points of slashing damage as they beat into you. Both of them.
That's both of them combined.
That's combined, yeah. So there are now. It's now your turn. Brucon, you're not using the boots of speed, are you, when you're climbing up the...
No.
Okay, cool. It'll take you a little while to get to the top, but it'll take you a couple of times before you get up there. Your turn, Malar. 2 of them in your face, in your grill. Issues with tech. Fantastic. Just right at the end there. I'll tell you what, we are going to call it there, because this is not pleasant. And we will pick things up from here next time. Thank you all for sticking with us, and we shall continue the adventure